Have you ever taken a moment to examine your life, and all you saw was defeat? Maybe you tried to make sense of the things around you and couldn't help but feel defeated. Nothing seemed to add up. You keep wondering why the year is almost out, yet you've not achieved half of the things on your board. Well, don't feel defeated. It's not the end of the road. God is greater than your failures and setbacks. He wants you to know that you can't do it alone, so He wants to help you. If this is your situation, this message is for you. So watch this video to the end, and you'll be glad you did. Before we continue, please subscribe to this channel for more soul-lifting content if you haven't already done so. God bless you. When life gets tough, giving up always looks like the easier route. At that point, you feel no need to exert more pressure. You can easily flee from the challenges facing you under the disguise that things are tough. This looks like what the children of Israel did for days. For 40 days, Goliath, the Philistine giant, came out every morning to torment and threaten the army of Israel. Mind you, these were grown men who were well trained for battle. However, what did they do? Whenever Goliath came out, they would run and hide. They decided they were already defeated, so there wasn't need to fight. As long as they could hide, they felt safe. However, was that true? Goliath didn't only have an intimidating look, he talked down on them and the God they served. The same God they knew had the power to defeat Goliath. Despite knowing this, they preferred to live in defeat. Goliath made them feel worthless, and that was the weapon he used against them. The weapon of negative words. This continued until David decided to take the bull by the horns. He knew there was still hope of victory, because the God he served was greater. David refused to allow Goliath's height or words get to him. He faced him confidently, knowing that God was backing him up. Today, you can be like David, who chose to arise and confront the obstacle on the way. Enough of Goliath's threat. That challenge may look big, but it's not bigger than God. 1 John chapter 4 verse 4 says, "You, dear children, are from God and have overcome them, because the one who is in you is greater than the one who is in the world." This is not mere hype. It is God's truth. You are an overcomer through Jesus Christ. Jesus said on the cross, "It is finished." This victorious proclamation covered sin, sorrow, and the burden you carry. Jesus has already paid for this burden of defeat you are carrying. You see that wound of past hurt you've been nursing? He has already healed it. Every battle you are fighting has already been won. So, why not live in this consciousness? In this world, you will experience setbacks in several forms. It could be through rejections, disappointments, or even heartbreak. People you trust may betray your trust. Systems you look up to for safety may disappoint you. The job you rely on to pay your bills may not be sufficient to cover them all. However, should you throw in the towel because material things failed you? Oh, earthly things would always fail. It is in their nature to do so. But there's only one person who will never disappoint you: God. How can you confirm this? Look through the various people He helped in Scripture. God showed up for Moses even at a young age when he wasn't old enough to defend himself. His life would have ended even before it started, but God gave his mother the wisdom to put him in the basket in the river. It was the same God who caused the people who were to kill him to take care of and groom him. They also hired his real mother to nurse him. What a great God! Stories like this tell you that God sees you and has the wisdom to bring you out of any situation. If you want a more tangible proof, look at your life and how He kept turning up for you in your lowest moments. Think of those times. He put you in the heart of strangers to assist you. Remember how He came through in the dying minutes when you felt everything was over. In the place of frustration, He provided comfort. Do not forget His benefits in these times, because it is easy to do so. When problems arise, you suddenly lose sight of the good things He has done in the past. However, today, recall His goodness. You need it to stay strong. You need it so your heart can believe again. His goodness is proof that you won't be defeated. With God on your side, mountains can become plain, and deserts can flow with water. There's no impossibility with Him. However, you can restrict His flow if you allow anxiety or unbelief to cloud your mind. It's okay not to have the bigger picture. Mary didn't. The angel appeared to her with some good news, telling her she would give birth as a virgin. She was also confused, as you are. Look at Luke chapter 1, verse 34. "How will this be?" Mary asked the angel, "since I am a virgin?" She asked this question because she was confused and needed clarity. However, despite not knowing how things would turn out, she surrendered to God's will. Faith doesn't mean you understand God's plan or promises. If you knew all the details, would it still be faith? Sometimes you find yourself asking, "How will God do it?" Or, "When will He do it?" Amid these questions, faith requires you to move not because you have the full picture, but because God has spoken. God's word is enough to turn things around in your favor. It is enough to give you the boldness to keep moving despite the odds against you. Maybe what is suggesting defeat to you is the horrible comments people have made about you. You try to pursue an idea that may seem unusual, but people are not buying it. They are trying to discourage you. However, every time you pray and check if that's what you should do, you feel peace and have confirmation that it's God's will. You must know that peace is an assurance of God's presence. Don't ignore it. If God gave you that idea, He will also give you the strength and resources to carry it out, no matter who doubts you. Your friends, parents, or colleagues may have said hurtful words to you. Of course, it would sting deeper because you expect them to have your back. Instead, they say words like, "This idea is a waste of time. You don't have what it takes to achieve this goal." Do not take this to heart, because this is far from the truth. You can tell, because the Bible says in John chapter 8, verse 32, "Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." Anything you hear that keeps you in bondage is not the truth. If it causes you to always doubt yourself or feel small, it is not from God. The moment it's not from God, you won't experience freedom. There are no two ways about it. So, don't accept such. Most of the time, defeat is not about fighting eternal battles. It comes in those internal struggles you experience. It is often easy to overlook, especially when you are not self-aware. While dealing with this feeling of failure, you must address the root cause. Here are some reasons you may feel defeated. Number 1. Comparison. When you reflect on the little things you have accomplished, you get some sense of satisfaction. However, once you start seeing others who seem to be doing better, you feel your joy gently fade. Your journey, process, and outcome are not the same as others, so you should never compare yourself to anyone. Where you are is perfect, as long as it's in God's will. If the result were the proof of success, then the rich man should have been in Abraham's bosom. While the rich man was on earth, people may have celebrated him and looked down on Lazarus. However, any success that does not transcend this earth is no success. This is not majorly about riches, but about what you do with your life and what God gives you. If you know where you are or what you are doing is divinely inspired, continue it. You may not be widely known yet, but heaven recognizes you, and that is success. Remember this when you see reasons to compare your results to others. God is not partial. He doesn't bless one more than the other. He makes rain to fall on the righteous and the sinners. You may see people who never go to church or pray. Make it big. Don't compare. It could be the mercy of God. It would also be a reward for their hard work. Regardless of what it is, focus on where you are going. Your business is to do what God sent you. Were there not richer people in Jesus' time? Yet, he didn't once complain about his poor background. He was about doing his assignment. Let this also be your disposition. God will come through at the right time, and you won't be on that level for long. Number 2, unrealistic expectations. This sets you up for disappointment, not because you are not doing enough, but because the standard you set isn't real. Sometimes, you may set a standard according to the one the world sets. The world's system puts age and time frame on certain achievements, and that's unfair to you and your life's process. For instance, you are scrolling through social media and see people buying houses and luxury cars. You start pressuring yourself to get it. If you can't, you see yourself as a failure and question God's love for you. Other times, you may begin a business and expect it to have the same result as someone who started 10 years ago. There's a gap in time. You have not yet invested as much as they have, so you may not have the same result. Take things easy on yourself. God will make you great, but at His pace. Take it one step at a time and extend grace to yourself. You are not behind. Yes, you can do more, but not at the detriment of your peace. You can push yourself to be better in a healthier way. Start by thanking God for where you are and taking steps to improve. Don't stop what you are doing out of discouragement. God cares for you and will take you through the process until you reach the expected end. Holding on to your past failures might be a reason you are stuck. Yes, you made mistakes in the past. You didn't get the result you wanted, or you didn't get any at all. That doesn't mean you should stop trying. People you celebrate today are those who didn't take no for an answer. Today, you may receive several no's, but if you keep trying, a day will come when you will receive a yes. A certain widow in the Bible kept going to a wicked judge with one request, and he always refused her. However, she didn't give up. She believed that he would answer if she persisted. Luke chapter 18 verses 4 to 8 show his response. For some time he refused, but finally he said to himself, "Even though I don't fear God or care what people think, yet because this widow keeps bothering me, I will see that she gets justice, so that she won't eventually come and attack me." And the Lord said, "Listen to what the unjust judge says. And will not God bring about justice for His chosen ones, who cry out to Him day and night? Will He keep putting them off? I tell you, He will see that they get justice, and quickly. However, when the Son of Man comes, will He find faith on the earth?" Jesus gave this parable to show the power of praying consistently without giving up. What you need now is not self-pity. You need the strength to pick yourself up and go for your dream. That business you stopped halfway because of insufficient resources or because no one was patronizing you. That education you didn't pursue again because you felt you were too old. God is asking you to return to them. Stop hiding in your past. God has something better for you. If you let the past go, you will enjoy the new. Sometimes, a series of failures may bring weariness to your soul, making you feel numb. It would affect you to the point that nothing moves you. People give testimony of God's faithfulness, and it does not stir you up, not because you are not happy for them, but because your heart feels cold. If this sounds like you need to do something about it. It is a sign that you must heal from hurts and open yourself to believe in God. Proverbs chapter 13 verse 12 says, Hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a longing fulfilled is a tree of life. If this sickness is not attended to, it can harden your heart to unbelief. You may still attend church and engage in service, but your heart will be disconnected. That childlike faith you once had may suddenly disappear. You may even stop expecting anything from God because you don't want to be hurt again. Here's one thing to hold tightly to. God sees you. He is El Roi. He is not angry that you are tired. He is not disappointed in you. He wants to meet you at a point that meets your needs. However, healing won't take place unless you make room for God. You need to let Him know how you feel. Be vulnerable and broken before Him. Ask those questions. Ask why things didn't go the way you expected. God cares about how you feel. He may give a response, and if He doesn't, He will surely comfort you. God can show you what to do to get a better result. Best believe He will address the issue. For some, this series of disappointments has made them deny the faith. They may question the existence of God because they didn't deal with the bitterness they felt. Before it gets to this point, allow God to work on your heart. Let Him into the place you shut Him out of. Your story is not over yet. God can breathe into those dry places. He can restore the fire in you. You can live again. Sitting amid people who live in your desired possibilities can stir something up again. What is another reason you feel defeated? Number 3, doubt. When it takes longer for your answers to come, you may start doubting, wondering when God will come through for you. However, you must know that God never forgets His own. He is not a liar. No matter how long it takes, it will surely come in His time. Defeat can also push you to stay in isolation. Before you know it, you begin withdrawing from the people who care about you. You stop responding to messages and calls and choose silence over socializing. It may feel peaceful to be alone, but what seems like peace can be a trap for depression. In vulnerable moments, the devil may convince you that you're okay alone, that no one understands what you are experiencing. So, rather than dealing with the discomfort of their presence, you start cutting people off. Sometimes you don't even realize it. You must know that isolation is dangerous when you're already feeling down. It's easier to drown in the devil's lies when you are alone than when you are in the right association. You can replay what went wrong and blame yourself for it. God didn't design you to walk through challenges alone. Even Jesus told His disciples about His journey to the cross. When the pain intensified, He took the 3 of them to pray with Him. He desired companionship in His lowest moment. It's okay to need space to process things, but don't hide in isolation. Don't let the shame of your struggle stop you from connecting with others. Sometimes all it takes is one conversation, prayer, and fellowship with someone who reminds you that you're not alone. You may not be ready to be in the midst of a crowd. If so, allow at least a few trusted people into your space. Let them pray with you and strengthen you with their presence. Another reason you may feel frustrated is when you experience spiritual fatigue. At this point, you are operating in the flesh rather than the spirit. It's like you have lost your spiritual fire, and you are exerting a lot of strength, physically. This is common with believers, especially if you have a history of burning for God. The devil could send a sickness that would cause you to stop praying or fellowshipping with God, and before you know it, your fire goes out. Sometimes, this fatigue comes from doing too much spiritually without having a refill. You may constantly serve in a unit, pray for others, or lead. However, if it's not balanced with a genuine relationship and resting in God, you can wear out. Many believers fall into spiritual fatigue, not because they strayed from the faith, but because they've been running without sufficient strength for too long. You may lead Bible studies, fast, or attend every meeting, but you must refill. You keep dispensing in public, yet you can go days without praying privately. Your well has run dry. Constantly pouring into people without having time to refresh in God's presence could lead to spiritual burnout. Spiritual emptiness may have pushed you into sin, and you are battling guilt. It's like the mighty has fallen, just like in the case of Samson. You can still recover and experience restoration, but to do so, you must defeat the pressure to be everywhere. If you don't, you will feel defeated. God didn't call you into such. He has called you to a specific assignment, so stick to it. You don't have to please everyone. Prioritize your rest and relationship with God. Did you know allowing your challenges to overwhelm you makes you play right into the devil's hands? The storm is not the devil's greatest tool. It is how you respond to it. You may notice that two people can have the same experience, but will react differently. Imagine two people receive bad news. One decides to pray about it, while the other doesn't do anything about it, but accepts it as their fate. What do you think will happen? They will have different results because they approached it differently. So, it's not really about the situation. It's how you address it. The devil doesn't need to bring a great problem your way. He just needs to watch you overthink that little challenge before you. The devil knows that the more you worry about it, the bigger it gets. Satan thrives in environments of fear, confusion, and doubt. When life gets overwhelming, he whispers thoughts like, "If God cares about you, why did he let that happen to you?" Or, "God has forgotten you." If you're not sensitive, those lies begin to look real as you ponder them. When your eyes are fixed on your problems, rather than God's promises, you give the devil a foothold. That burden weighs you down, not only emotionally, but it also blinds you spiritually. You start seeing through a lens of defeat rather than victory. When you can't see clearly, you make decisions that draw you deep into more pain. In Numbers 13, God promised the children of Israel a beautiful land. However, because they saw giants, they forgot God's promises. They trembled and doubted God. This made them think they couldn't get the land. Fear made them give up on God's promises. The devil is out there to use your challenges to shrink your faith. However, you must not let him. Lean on God because He is the one writing your story. He knows the end from the beginning. God created you to live above trials, not to be buried in them. Instead of letting the devil in, how should you respond to his tricks? First, you must resist him. James chapter 4 verse 7 says, "Submit yourselves then to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you." The Bible assures you that he must flee once you resist him. You must never allow your emotions to dictate your faith. Learn to speak the truth even when your situation says otherwise. When your heart is doubting, remind yourself of what God has said. Go back to the Word and soak yourself in it. You must also surrender yourself to God in worship. This gives you the atmosphere to surrender your worries to Him. Worship takes your eyes off your problem and turns them to the God who is greater. As you revere God, you start recognizing His power. This is the power of worship. Also, protect your mind, because it is very powerful and affects how you live. It is not every discussion that you must listen to. You shouldn't listen to every song. If you need to relax, listen to content that is healthy for your mind. Imagine listening to troubling news when you are already feeling troubled. It doesn't help matters. You could listen to those who have had similar experiences to yours and have come out of it. That's a good way to strengthen your faith. Wake up every day and speak life to yourself. In the car, office, or on the road, plug into messages or music that uplifts your weary heart. You must know that although God has a plan for your life, the devil also does. The difference is that God's plan is good and perfect, whereas the devil's is evil. So, as you align yourself with God's plan, protect yourself against the devil's agenda. One simple way to do that is to remain in God's will. His will assures security. As long as you are in Him, He will protect you. You are special to God. He took His time to create man. You are part of that plan. You are not an afterthought. You are not a mistake. It doesn't matter what your situation feels like right now. God is with you, and He won't leave you alone. So, don't allow your discouragement into your heart, or you'll feel defeated. It is possible to forget that the devil is not fighting about the money in your bank account. He wants to steal your peace, joy, hope, and also make you believe less in God. He knows that once he gets that, he can destroy the rest. The good news is that God didn't walk out the moment things got tough. He only got closer. Haven't you heard that God is near to those who are heartbroken? So, if you were looking for God, look no further. He is right there. He wants to walk with you through this journey. You can trust Him because He has never lost a battle, and yours won't be an exception. So, are you ready to say goodbye to defeat for good? Then, it's time to put all you have learned into practice. Reject the lies. Refuse to surrender to fear. Remind yourself daily that God is greater than any problem you face. Don't let this be another video you randomly watch. Walk with boldness, not because you have everything figured out, but because the greater one lives in you. As you take these steps of faith, you'll walk away from a life of defeat to the life God has designed for you. You've got this. Rise, take bold steps, and your life will never remain the same. Before you go, let's take a moment to talk to God. Father, I thank you for your grace over my life. Thank you for loving me despite my fears and sending your word to me today. I come before you naked and unashamed, for you to see my troubles and identify with my pain. I have set goals, some of which felt impossible, and for some, I failed in them. My heart is weary and tired. Lord, strengthen me and help me to see beyond the challenges. Help me hold on to your faithfulness, because you have always shown up for me and won't back out now. I know you are bigger than the mountain confronting me. According to your word, make those mountains plain. I bring every situation that is a threat to me under your power. Henceforth, you mountains are not allowed to trouble me, because he that is in me is greater than he that is in the world. Lord, help me face trials with joy, knowing that they will make me stronger in faith. Everything that contends with my peace, take it away. I want to experience peace that makes no sense. The kind of peace that made Jesus sleep in the boat despite the storm. Lord, sometimes I put unhealthy pressure on myself because of the world's standard. Help me extend grace to myself, knowing I am in the process. I refuse to run out of the process because of impatience. Teach me to trust your timing and not compare my journey with others. Remind me daily that your plans for me are perfect and that growth doesn't happen immediately. Give me the strength to take it one step at a time, knowing that you're shaping me into who you've called me to be. Lord, help me trust you when everything around me is crumbling. Help me to stay focused on your word even when challenges arise. You are my refuge and my rock. Others may follow other gods, but I will keep trusting you because you are all-powerful. Give me the boldness to challenge whatever wants to bring me down, whether it is remarks from people, self-doubt, or anxiety. May I never lose sight of who you have made me to be. I am a wonder to my generation and won't give up now. Help me be a source of inspiration to others who are down. Lord, you understand everything I'm going through right now. Sometimes I get overwhelmed, but I try to stay strong. There are days when I feel like I'm slipping. I know that's where the enemy wants me to be. Today, I choose to fight back, not in my strength, but yours. I lay every burden, at your feet. I may not have all the answers, but I know you do. I may not understand why things are happening this way, but I know you have a good plan for me. Thank you for listening to me. I'm confident you will answer and do more than I've asked. I love you, Lord. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen. If this message blessed you, kindly share it with others so they can benefit. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel for more inspiring content.